Call the Town of Oliver Springs Water Board meeting for October the 2nd to order. Roll call, Corey.
Robert Miller.
Here.
Jeff Bass. Here. Charlie Bailey. Teresa Van Hook. Terry Holland.
Here.
Becky Devaney.
Here.
Jason Stiller.
Here.
Yes.
Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from September 4th meeting, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion by Mr. Bass, second by Mr. Miller. Any discussion? No discussion? Roll call, Corey?
Miller.
Yes.
Bass.
Yes.
Holland.
Yes.
Devaney.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. This time, is there any citizen who'd like to come up forward and address the water board? Just come forward right now. Mayor update? No, don't really have one. I'm quiet, which is good. So, Corey.
Well, we found it.
While he's finding that, we did hire someone to onto the water crew, what, 2 weeks ago, Corey?
Yes.
And from what I heard, working out very well. Local boy. So basically his whole life he's been in water distribution, and so he's working out very well, and thankful that he's on crew. I think our water loss is still hanging around 45%. So that's still positive, not where we'd like for it to be, which is 35%, but we're getting there. But as our water loss rate goes down, the pressure in the lines goes up, and it creates more water leaks. And I will say this, I shared this with Corey, and I may share this in the meeting as well. Friday night at the football game, this gentleman, I didn't go to school with him, I didn't grow up with him, but I know who he is. I think his wife, I think I went to school with his wife. And he literally walks up to me and gives me the biggest hug. And I'm like, I'm a hugger, okay, I am. They don't bother me. But I was like, okay. I said, what's up? He's like, man, he said, I've lived in my house for 30 years. Listen to this. He said he lived in that house for 30 years. He is the one who washes the dishes in his house. He said for the first time about 2 to 3 weeks ago, the little sprayer on the kitchen sink, first time in 30 years he's ever been able to use a sprayer. I said, dude, what? He's like, dude, I'm dead serious. He said, for the first time in 30 years, I could take a water hose and hit the eave of my house. I was like, and he's like, thank you so much. And that was whenever the leak that got fixed on the on-ramp, after it got fixed, is when the water pressure down Dutch Valley and in downtown started making a big difference. Probably raised it, what, 10 PSI, 15 PSI?
Between 8 to 11.
8 to 11, okay, so it was close. And so that was a good story. I mean, we get dumped on a lot, right? I mean, everything negative Nancy and how bad things are, but, you know, for people that live out that way, it's gotten a lot better, so. And I told Corey, I said, hey, I told the guy I'd love to take credit, I said, but man, I gotta give credit where credit's due, and that's the guy sitting right over there. And he works it pretty hard. So, but with that, did you find what you needed to find?
I did.
Okay.
Again, being the second day of the month, we don't have all the bar loss numbers in, but we're roughly around 49%. Looking at the sales over the past month, we may be creeping closer to 47, 46% this month. But again, you're trending down. This is just a reminder, utility board member training requirements. If you've not got those, I think everybody should be in pretty good shape though for 2025. Water plant, all state reports are submitted for September. Current pumpage at the water plant, again, when your water loss was up to 77%, you were pumping about 760, 770 gallons a minute out of the water plant. Plus you were buying, 8 to 10, 12 million gallons of water from Anderson County. So we've even cut our rate down further. We're pumping right now about 640, 650 gallons a minute out of that water plant, and your tanks are full. So, again,
And not buying water.
and not buying water. You've not bought water from Anderson County in probably 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
That hurts their feelings.
That was between $10,000 and $15,000 a month for all those keeping financial records. So,
Reporting wise, again, CCR is complete, has been submitted on time, emergency operations plan complete. The only thing I've got to add to that emergency operations plan is they want your drought management plan included in your EOPs now. So I've got to merge that. That's not a non-issue there. The other thing we're updating will be a source water protection plan. Distribution wise, again, we're about 49% on the water loss. Some of the sheets that I gave you in the packets, if you look at the very last one, it should be 3 sheets together. The first one will be your sanitary survey and then the truck quote, but I'm gonna go to that back sheet first. So this is your billing register since January for all of 2025. So this is where I pull the numbers from, your water sales. So big things on here, this is where you get your customer counts. So for September, October, current water counts, you got 2,238 customers. Sewers, 1,489. So the big thing that I look at over under service amount. So as long as you're over 112,000 on the water, that's kind of your benchmark of what I look for. That kind of tells us we're in line with where our finances should be. If your water number's there, all the others fall into place. So you mentioned, the sales for October, September usage, we were down to 7.9 million. We were trending up for the past 6 months, and that's why I kind of printed this out for you so you can take some time to go back and look at these numbers. Big thing here, bigger garbage fees, 1,512 garbage customers. 2,086 customers that have a serve line insurance. And then you have, I think, 158 that have signed up for the serve line protection. The serve line water insurance, that's automatically added to the bills. The serve line replacement has to be, you have to call in and do that and sign up for it yourself. So this is kind of where I pull a lot of my information from. Again, there's 10 months of that there. Going back to your packet, sanitary survey, this is for the water plant. This is where the state comes in every 3 years and they go through your water plant. And good thing this, which takes some time to really read through this, because there's drastic improvements from the last 2 surveys that you've had up there. Now, I know this is going to say it's at 94%, it's actually provisionally approved, so anything 95 and above is approved. 94, I think it runs from maybe 70 to 94 is provisionally. That means there's a couple of items in here that they marked off of that drop your number down. So, big thing we got hit with again is the same things that we've been hit with before from the state. And some of the director's orders. So stuff that's already happened in the past, we've already fixed. This is another place where they've kind of docked you points for again. But the big thing on here, everything has shown improvement from the past 2 surveys. A lot of notes in here from Greg Mize. He was our inspector for this. Take some time to read through this. I got actually some good, he's put some of his thoughts in here. It's really good. So The other thing that I had was the West Chevrolet quote, 2023 Chevrolet 5500, the diesel truck we've been trying to buy for the past 5 months. Well, for 2 of those, or 3 of those months, Chevrolet's 5500s had a recall. West Chevrolet was saying, this was just today, this is the reason it wasn't in the packet. They received the parts under the recall, this truck should be ready to go next week. So I asked him to, give me an updated quote. Before we were at 69,000, this quote right here comes in at 66,000. So this will probably be on the next agenda. We were not going to do anything tonight. That gives me some more time to kind of work with him on the price.
Is that with the bed?
That's, yeah, that's with the thaw bed. This is everything. I mean, it's probably, I mean, the 5500 truck's probably about a $78,000 truck. The bed it's on, it's about a $16,000 bed. Then again, brand new truck, except it's a 2023, it's just been sitting on the lot, they've not been able to get rid of that one. So I mean, that would be ideal situation to take advantage of that. The, kind of the office citizen portal, customers can now view and use their bill, view your bill history online. The email billing is set up and working. The ACH payments they're working now. Our phone system is set up where we can send out the text, bulk emails and stuff like that. And that's about all I've got at the moment. If anybody has any questions. I know I feel a lot at you real quick right there, but
Thank Corey. Mr. Miller.
Have we publicized who got the bid for the water line?
it should be in the packet that you have.
We made it public.
So it's not getting announced because tonight we'll have to, this is approved, we're gonna approve the,
The vote on it.
yeah, you have to approve it tonight. But you should have a copy of the bids. And, well, actually everything that I see.
I seen something kind of unusual last week or a week before. Our water guys was out flowing hydrants and color coding.
So,
So you
they are incorrectly, they've been incorrectly painted. So they got sent out just to paint them, and so private hydrants are supposed to be painted gray. All of our hydrants they either be red or yellow,
Right.
with only the bonnet painted according to whatever it flows. So we've got that stopped where they were at, and didn't paint any more of them. So we've got to go back, been working with Justin, Fire Chief on that. We've got to go back and repaint a few of those. So a couple of people were sent out on busy work.
all of them to the subdivision are wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, they look good.
Well, they do,
Looks
they do, and
different, but they're not
they spend some time on them too, clean them off
Oh, yeah.
and greasing the caps and, painting them, and they look really good.
Yep. They just
Just got the wrong flow rating on them.
Yeah.
So,
And they actually got multiple flow rates.
yeah, I wondered about that.
Yeah.
There's like 4 different
Yeah.
ones in the subdivision.
Some of the bonnets are green with nozzles are blue.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's probably confusing to a firefighter.
I was just wondering about that.
It is, yeah.
That's all I got, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Mr. Bass?
Nothing at this time.
Mr. Holland?
You mentioned water pressure. Can we control that any?
So your water pressure is based off the elevation of your Richards and Cove tank. So the max pressures that I have ever seen out of that water plant is about 134, right at 135 PSI. That's when we have both pumps running at the water plant and buying water from Anderson County. And normal operating pressures with 1 to 2 pumps running at the water plant, not purchasing water from Anderson County, runs anywhere from 98 to about 111 PSI. It probably trends closer to 109 to 111, so just roughly 110. is what the normal pressure should be around town. Now, obviously, in your lower spots, lower elevations, you're gonna have 3 to 4 PSI higher than that. But I don't know any parts in our system that should be over the 125 consistently mark.
Is that something we can watch? Kind of like what the mayor said, is if we fix it, the water loss goes down.
Yeah,
Pressure.
so I mean, that's one thing we've noticed. Which, I mean, normal operating 2 years ago, it was rough for us to have like 16 to 20 foot in Richards
Oh,
Street.
yeah, yeah. And routinely we get complaints from multiple sections in town that their water pressure was low.
So now Richards Tank's anywhere from 38 to 40 foot. So it's gave us another problem where we have to flush dead end lines more, just goes to, I mean, to turn the water over, just to make sure your chlorine residual is high. So it fixed one problem, but kind of created another problem, which is a good problem to have. That also helps at our Cove pump station, where that pump station, we've talked about this before, about moving that pump station. So before, the suction side of the pumps at the Cove would be lucky to have 8 to 9 PSI. But normally your pump suction side of your pump should have, minimum 20 to 25 PSI on the suction side. And that's the reason we had a lot of airlock issues up there with that pump. It's probably another reason we had a lot of call outs and overtime, people having to go up there and flush those lines. But now you don't have that problem. I mean, you've got anywhere from 17 to 20 PSI up there at that Cove pump station.
I don't think it'll stay that way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So we've actually found another leak, and I've been watching this one for a while. And this one's right here beside the main building. So every time out here where I park my truck, every time I went out, I could hear water running. So if you go out here and look at this drain ring out here, I finally got it to hit pink or test positive for chlorine. So we've got a leak probably on this fire hydrant right here beside City Hall. So that's something we'll look at doing probably first of next week. But I mean, it's just stuff like that. I mean, the easier leaks, I mean, you notice them. And obviously, they're blowing up out of the ground. You notice, darker green grass areas in people's yards. But now, I mean, you've got that low-hanging fruit. You've got to go search for the others now. It gets a little bit harder. Once you get your water loss in the 30s, low 40s or 30s, it makes it just that much harder. You're just looking for little gains here and there. So, I mean, you've got a lot of your major issues taken care of. I'm sorry, I thought I told you I was going to get this meeting over quick, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That's good to know.
It is.
Those don't sound right, they might learn something. That's all.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. Mr. Bain?
How about Cemetery Road? Did you figure out if that's a leak or not?
So that leak has been fixed on Cemetery Road. Also got a drain issue right there, and I think this might have been a lot of water in that drain. It finally started coming to the surface, so we have pulled a new service tube across the road on Cemetery, so that was a leak there.
Thank you, ma'am. No old business, new business. 2024 CDBG, Tri-County Boulevard, water line replacement project, recommendation of award letter. Corey.
So you should have in your packets, I'm sure we'll know that. It's the recommendation of award letter. You should have a copy of the bid. So it's a 3-page packet here. First page is your TDAC approval for the waterline project, 2024 CDBG project. I have a set of plans right here beside me if you want to take some time to look through it. Basically, this is a 2,300 linear foot, Says 8-inch, but we're going to upsize that to a 10-inch PVC water line that's going to run from Richards Drive. Right-hand side of the Tri-County Boulevard coming down into the town, there'll be a bore under the overpass. And we'll be tying in somewhere between Knox Street and Morgan Street. If you look at your third page, your bids were opened on September 16th at 11 a.m. You had 4 that had turned bids in, Norris Brothers of Crossville, Nitschke Communications of Sunbright, Middle Tennessee Contractors of Knoxville, and Classic City Mechanical out of Winterville, Georgia. There were 3 bids that were 4 turned in. We were able to read 3. One of the bid packages did not have a bid bond. Per state law, if somebody does not have all the right paperwork in the sealed bids, want the bid bond being one, then you're not allowed to open it or read it. So we basically had to throw that bid out. Morris Brothers come in at $579,950. Middle Tennessee Contractors come in at $456,800. Classic City Mechanical come in at $410,825. Project allowance for this project is $440,000. So you did have a bid come in under your project allowance. Go back to page 2. This is your acceptance letter. And therefore, again, this is one we'll have to get the mayor to sign if this is approved. Low bid was submitted by Classic City Mechanical of Winterville, Georgia, in the amount of $410,825. The low bid submitted is within budget. Therefore, we recommend an award to Classic City Mechanical in the amount of $410,825.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion?
Roll call, Cory.
Miller,
Yes, sir.
Bass,
Yes.
Holland,
Yes.
Devaney,
Yes.
Pass.
Well, no other business, correct?
That's it.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor, say aye. Call the town of Oliver Springs, city council meeting, October the 2nd to order. I apologize. All right, roll call.
Robin,
Here.
Jeff Bass. Here. Roy Bailey, Teresa Vander, Terry Holland,
Here.
Becky Devaney,
Here.
and the mayor.
All right, Dudley, you want to leave something word for tonight? Sure.
God in heaven, we thank you for the day you've given us. It's always a good day, God. You said to rejoice and be glad in it, for life, blessings of life, and health and security. Pray for Mayor tonight, Mayor Stiltner, and the council now as they deliberate on the things for the city to make it better. We pray blessings on this town, Lord. We pray blessings on the people who work here, for their security and their safety, for law enforcement, for first responders, for everyone, Father. And for those who tourists who come into our town as well, here we pray. You just give them a great, great weekend, Father, and safety as well. Bless our nation, keep us all safe. We ask this in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Yes, sir.
We get a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes.
Do we have a second?
I'll say.
Motion by Mr. Bass, second by Ms. Devaney. Any discussion? Roll call, Cory.
Miller,
Yes.
Bass,
Yes.
Holland,
Yes.
Devaney.
Yes.
Motion passes. At this time, if anybody'd like to come forward and address the council, please state your name and your item of business.
My name is Cecil Crow. I live here in Oliver Springs. We have the October Sky Festival coming up in a couple of weeks. It'll be the 18th. We've already got 155 vendors, and people are still applying for that. So we're going to have another huge festival. We've got a car show downtown. They're opening up the depot. The museum will be open, and then Arrowhead Park will be flooded with people, with vendors. Got a lot of food, good food every time. But we'd like to invite everybody to come out. It's a great event for the city. Now, last year, the police estimated that we had 7,500 people. That's a lot for a town that's only got a population of 3,400. Now, I was in Knoxville last week in Lowe's, and I was wearing a festival t-shirt. And there's two ladies there at the pro desk said, "We were just talking about that." Now, that's in Knoxville. So we get a lot of good visibility with that, the town does, and that's the one great event we have every year. So come out, council members, come out.
I'll be there.
And Jason will be there to open up. Well, we've got a lot of good entertainment as well.
Yep.
So
Look,
everyone's welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Cecil.
Thank you, Cecil. Thank you.
Anyone else like to address council? Mayor update, real quick, run through some stuff. I apologize.
Sorry, Mayor.
You're fine.
Hello, Mayor. Grace Woods with Disabled American Veterans.
Hi, I'm Brittany.
I'm big auxiliary commander.
And we are coming up to present one about changing the parade from the date that was voted on last meeting to the 20th, which is the third Saturday, which we've always done so that Santa can be there. And then also, we would like to ask about the city's assistance with the gifts for our children. Like if the city can help sponsor the gifts for the children, outside of personal donations, but also.
Yeah, so typically, I don't think the city has done that in the past, have we, Corey?
No, we've gone past, I mean, we've usually dealt or had like a Christmas thing here
Right.
where we had like a lot of kids from next door over and come over. We didn't do that last year, and we've got a lot of stuff left over.
Right.
You know, more than welcome to look through anything that we've still got left over, but I mean, we'll help any way we can.
Yes, sir. I think our meeting that we had together, we were talking about bringing those, is this the same toys that are in, we were
Yes,
going to bring
in
and
storage.
take
Yeah.
inventory?
Yeah.
Can you guys help get those things
Yes.
over to the DAV?
Yes, absolutely, for
Cool.
sure.
Cool,
Love to clean that out.
cool. Well, just let me know.
So we have to want to contact and set a date, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I will get this for you right off here. The other thing in regard to the parade is one thing I was going to talk about. Rocky Top has their parade on December the 6th at 6. I know that Rockwood has changed their Christmas parade to December the 6th, also at 6. So I think we discussed leaving like the Christmas tree or Christmas in Oz on December the 6th from 2 to 5, having the Christmas tree lighting at 5:30, and then moving the parade back to December 20th.
Yes.
With line up at 5 p.m. and the parade to start at 6.
Yes.
Can I ask where the Christmas tree lighting is going to be?
So it's going to be, it'll be somewhere around the police department. We're probably going to try to decorate one of the trees up on the flag park. I go decorate and see what it looks like. If it shows up kind of from down here and from the boulevard. If it don't show up good, we're probably gonna look at doing something else downtown, maybe even on top of the police department. Maybe something on side of the building, but it's gonna be in that general area right there.
Why not the library?
We could, I mean,
Yeah.
if we're gonna buy a tree, which we're probably gonna have to, if that don't work up there. I mean, there's a couple options still open. That's one thing that we were still in discussion about is where we want to have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, our auxiliary is trying, we've already set up to do refreshments for that, but we're not sure where it's gonna be. Auxiliary is working real close with the library on raising funds for our annex.
Yep.
So I'm only one person, you know what I mean? It's better if everything can be in sort of the same spot,
Yeah,
you know?
understand that completely.
So do we need, to go ahead and make a motion?
Materials, names and numbers down, that way I can, here's my card, and that's the
Parade
number right
back to
on
the
me all the
20th.
time.
I guess we're good.
Yeah, he needs to go over the whole thing, if something's going on the 6th, like the tree or.
So the tree lighting will be on the 6th, not the 20th, correct?
Christmas and all,
Right,
it's gonna be
Christmas and
December
all.
the 6th from 2 to 5,
Right.
and 5:30, which should be dusky dark,
Yeah.
we'll have the Christmas tree lighting.
Yeah.
So go right from the Christmas.
And then
all
on the
right.
20th, we'll have the DAV, American Legion, their Christmas, and Clyde, Ruby's Diner. Will have their Christmas present giveaway celebration. And then that night, we will have our parade.
So one other thing we talked about, like for next year, we're gonna try to move everything up earlier in the month. So I know everything's kind of short-term this year, kind of getting together everything, but next year, I think we're really gonna try to move everything up either the first or second. We're shooting for the first Saturday in December. But, I mean, to give everybody time to kind of, to plan their schedule or all that.
I know for us, a big issue with Santa has been doing it on the same day here and somewhere else for
Yeah.
20 years, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Frank?
Yeah.
Or Cecil, has the OS parade, because this got asked to me and I don't know the answer. How long has the OS parade been the third Saturday of December?
As long as I can remember.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't.
It's been a long time.
Okay. So
Can I speak?
Yes.
Cool. We had, like I said, a meeting down at DAV, and I asked the mayor, I said, I don't know which way to go. Do I flip a coin and go to Lake City, because I've done theirs for years? Or do I flip a coin and come to Oliver Springs? I don't want to choose between two towns. I learned in Lake City, raised there, but I live in Oliver Springs address. So it's hard to do. Then I said, well, maybe I flip a coin and stay home, drink a cup of coffee. You know, that ain't a good decision. You need a Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't want to pick. But when we've had ours on the third Saturday in December, how would I explain to these people up there that I can't be their Santa? Just like that here, how can I explain to you guys? Yeah, there's other Santa Clauses. But it's up to the city what they want to do.
But your beard looks really good though.
But again, on the toys that they were speaking of, these toys that y'all got in storage, they came from the American Legion. We brought them down here. I just took a load up to the American Legion today, man, Andy, that I got at my lodge in Briceville. It was a trailer full. So, you know, we normally have a few toys left over. It's better to have too many than not enough. But if the city wants to help, you know, we got VFW, we got DAV, and the American Legion this year, all helping the veterans.
Yeah.
We can't do it by ourselves, so we need help from the city as well.
I was going to ask Miss Grace. What is the expected expenditure on toys for the event this year? Do y'all have a budget? 5,000, 10,000, 15,000?
Our budget originally was about 15,000, but that's not, we yet to have the inventory of what we have so far versus what we're gonna spend. So that's what we're working on with what you guys have for us versus what he
Okay.
has.
Do we have a rough number, how many kids?
I think last year we went like 700, 600, 700.
It's like 700 or 800.
I'm planning, the auxiliary's planning for 1,000, just because we don't want to not, you know what I mean? That would be terrible.
I think last year was around 700, I think, this
Yes.
number. So, okay. And of that 15,000, I know that I've made my donation like I said I would. What have you all raised, or what has been raised, or how is that money?
So the American Legion has reached out to many of Oak Ridge area, Oliver Springs area, and the last number that I got was about 6,000.
Okay.
But it's not written in stone at the moment, so
Okay. All right.
still work in progress, and as soon as I get that, I'll.
So what I'll do, I will talk to council, Corey can, or myself, and we'll see if we can, as a council, as a town, help financially. I won't say that we can, I won't say that we can't. But I know that, we can have that discussion. But we need to go ahead and make a motion to move the parade back, yes, or do we not, or?
I don't think you need to go there.
Okay, so,
Just making it out.
yeah, just make an announcement. So parade will be on the 20th
Okay.
at 6 o'clock. So there we go.
I know to start at 5.
At 5, line up at 5. Downtown in Oz will be on the 6th from 2 to 5, and the Christmas lighting at 5:30. So there you go.
Do we have to throw in to have a float in the parade, or are we not fill out something, or we just show up at what's?
So Miss Wendy usually gets a list together.
Yes.
If you'll just contact Wendy here at City Hall, just think Monday through Friday anytime.
Yes.
Are they still doing like a float contest
Mhm.
judgment?
We do, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, thank
I
you.
think that's it.
Hey, we got a costume contest karaoke Saturday at the DAB, y'all weren't invited.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Halloween?
Yeah.
What time?
Is it 6?
From 5 to 9.
Oh,
The contest will be at 7.
Any events that y'all have, let Wendy know that as well.
yes, we put on the website.
Anything that we got.
Facebook, social media, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got at Wendy, so she's just here Monday through Friday. Thanks, guys.
My email's on there. If you'll send it to me, I'll get you Wendy's email address and all the contact. So,
Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Mayor.
thank you all. Thanks, Wendy.
This will be played on Saturday too, Saturday morning, so they'll know about it for Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Mayor. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Jessica. I apologize.
You were in a rush tonight, aren't you? Yes, you can. Okay, so last meeting, I was questioning about how many people had visited the library and stuff like that, so I thought I'd bring some numbers to you tonight. So for the first quarter, I've had 1,059 visitors come through the library. That's July, September. 88 people have used the computers, the new computers that we've purchased last year. 294 active borrowers and 64 children that are active borrowing. Events is happening in October. I have Mountain Gal Crafts that's going to be coming to the library at 11 o'clock. The cost is $10. If you're a senior in Roane County, it is free. I've got a Girl Scout troop that meets October the 7th at 5. And then October the 14th, I've got UT Extension Office. They're going to be talking about beef. And then on the 28th, we've got, she's going to be talking about sheep. October the 15th, I have Willow Ridge Nursery and Greenhouse. It's going to be doing a story time. And there's going to be a Halloween craft after that. And October the 18th, which is October Sky, I have all kinds of events and activities, entertainment and stuff that's going to be going on at the library. Then we got painting party with Molly on October the 28th. The cost is $15 if you're a senior, then it is $5. And so you're probably wondering also why I brought all this information here tonight. It's because I'm here to ask for your support in helping me move forward with plans of building a library activity center. The time is now to expand with all these events and people that are passing through the library. As you know, more than half of our current building is occupied by the Historical Society. While we value that partnership, it leaves the library with very little space to operate. This limits what programs we can offer, how many patrons we can serve, and how we grow in the future. Accessibility is another concern. The main entrance to the library side is not ADA compliant. I purchased a rubber mat to try and fix the threshold, but it was not the correct part. That piece is still with Corey, and no action has been taken. This is more than a small inconvenience. This is a barrier that prevents some of our patrons from accessing the library safely. The overcrowding issue is just as pressing. Whenever we host an event, I personally move the bookshelves make room for tables and chairs to be set up. Once this happens, patrons cannot browse the shelves, and the library access again becomes non-ADA compliant. We cannot continue to operate this way. The solution is a new activity center. The historical depot will remain the library, preserving its character, but the activity center will give us space for programs, events, homeschool programs, and community gatherings. It will relieve overcrowding and allow us to provide a level of service our citizens deserve. At this time, I'm asking council to approve moving forward with blueprints for the new facility. Completed blueprints and project timelines are critical, not only for planning, but also for applying for grants. Without them, I cannot submit grant applications. In fact, Rachel McIntyre Smith and 2 other bands offered to perform to help raise funds for the building. But because we do not yet have a clear vision, timeline, or blueprints, they have backed out. I'm continuing to work on ways to raise money, including new music that will be played at the library on October Sky Festival. So please look at Facebook and our website for updates. But we cannot do this alone. The library cannot grow without the help and support of our city. I also want to share that because of our limited space, local homeschool groups are now leaving Oliver Springs to join other co-ops groups elsewhere. With this new building, we can keep these families right here in our community, giving them a safe and local place to learn and grow. There is so much more that we could do for our patrons if we had the space. I ask you tonight to stand with me to move forward with the blueprints and timeline, and to show this community that its leaders believe in the future of our library. Thank you.
Thank you.
What size are you taking?
So what we're looking is, and somewhere between 25 by 40 foot. You may get closer to 25 by 50. Now, there's enough room to build a building over there anywhere from 35 to 40 foot, not about 80 foot. So we don't need anything that big. What we're looking at doing is like kind of a classroom setup that would maybe host about 50 to 60 people. A unisex bathroom, so we could save costs by doing that. Concrete pad, you're probably looking around $240,000, with the concrete pad being probably 25-30% of that. Now, the outside of the building, we don't just want to build any type of block building over there, metal building. If we've done something like that, that would take away from the depot and the historical look of that. So whatever you do on the outside of this building, you want it to match it and not to take away from, the structures that are currently there. I've got kind of a rough estimate right here. I'll put in the packets for the next meeting, just a kind of rough cost estimate. Is there anything else you wanted to add to that? I mean, the big thing is the number of events that she's having over there. I know she had the summer reading room, she had 32 kids or 33 kids one day. If there was a bigger site over there, she may double that. So it's something that's needed at this time.
I have a lot of people that reach out to me and say if I had a larger facility, they would come and do other things at the library, but.
Yeah. And a big thing about the ADA compliance, to make that building over there ADA compliant, you're looking at structural changes over there. You don't want to start on that building. You just
I wouldn't say so much as constructional. If we have if I could move the shelves that I got downstairs upstairs,
Yeah,
and then people can move around in there, because I have the lift to move upstairs.
yeah.
The big
So we're
thing.
fine with that. It's
Yeah.
the door that needs to be fixed on the library side.
There's probably a 2-inch lip on the back door. Now, we could cut the lip down or cut that little board out.
Threshold cord.
Well, it's not really a threshold, it's just kind of about an inch and a half to
It's
take
not a
out a
proper
2-inch
door to go
board.
in there.
Yeah,
It's like an inside door used for an outside door.
yeah. So I mean, if you was to cut that out, level that out, you're gonna have water coming in. So I mean, it's just kind of a bad setup where that's at. If you just wanted to address the door issue, we could go ahead and pour a little pad, just on the inside of that door, kind of 3 or 4 foot on each side of it and do that. But I don't want to mess with anything structurally in that building. I just agree from the historical standpoint, you just don't want to do that.
Thank you.
Anybody else? I'll not rush to give the mayor update. Going once, going twice. Here we go. All right. Mayor update, just to piggyback off what Cecil said about October Sky, October the 18th. Looking forward to that. I mean, like you said, last year we estimated 7,500 people. It's a huge event. There'll be a lot of people here excited about that. The Haunted Trail, I think, starts this weekend, is it, Corey?
Yes.
Haunted Trail starts this weekend. Also, in the coming weeks and months, you will see the railroad tracks on the 4-lane start being used again for the first time in like 10 or 12 years. So they're currently working on the tracks, and they will start delivering coal back to Kingston via Kentucky. So it could be as little as 1 track per week or 1 train per week. It may be as much as 1 train per day. We'll see. So get ready for an inconvenience in the future. So the railroad will be opening back up. So I want to just give everybody a quick heads up on that one. And the last thing I want to say is Corey has been doing some incredible work going through the old minutes of meetings. And I have said this when Joe was sitting here, and I'll say it without him sitting here. The minutes of our meetings are treasure chests of information. And unfortunately, in our town, because we've had multiple city managers, a lot of that valuable information gets lost. And Corey, the last couple of weeks, has gone through how many years worth of minutes? 10, 12? Well, through 15 years? And he has made a packet that we're going to distribute to you guys, maybe at the next meeting, maybe in November, of things that we have egregiously dropped the ball on. I'm talking like grants that were given to the town for projects and then were never completed. Like, how does that happen? I'll tell you how it happens. It happens because the person who sits in that position over there, we have not invested in that position to say, you know what? Now, I'm not trying to step in some hot water here, but we need a general manager that oversees our water utility. And we need a city manager who just manages the city. We do. And we need to make sure that the person who sits in that seat is not just a 3-year, 4-year, we're coming, we're here, we're gone. We need somebody that says, you know what, this is home. And I want to be here for 10, 12, 15 years. And when you see this list, you're just going to blow your mind. Some of the things I read last night, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You'll see. But Corey has done some incredible work, and I don't know how he reads meeting after meeting, but he does it, and I'm thankful for it. And hopefully we'll continue to move this town forward, and you know, just continue to build on things of the past and things that are current and things in the future. So I'll shut up. Corey?
Going back to the railroad, Norfolk Southern is in here installing the crossing arms on Spring Street, at the intersection of Matt Street. I know their crews had been pulled off of working up there to go to Morristown to work on another job. I do not know when they're going to be back. I just know that they've left a whole lot of a mess up there, comes out. So they should be back anytime to finish that. We're also going to do 4 more intersections or crossings in Oliver Springs. I don't know which ones or time frame. They just told me that they had 5 on the list, with Spring Street, Bass Street being one of those. So they are going to come back and put crossing arms at every crossing in Oliver Springs. Upcoming events, October 16th through the 18th, Windrock Fall Jamboree. October 17th at 6 p.m. They will be having a free movie night at the Windrock General Store. We'll be playing Hotel Transylvania. October 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. October Sky Festival and Downtown Car Show. Events will be stretching from Main Street through the library all the way to Arrowhead Park. October 25th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Trunk or treat at Arrowhead Park. Possible movie night to follow at 8 p.m.
Corey, just 10 to 4 on the festival so that everybody would know. Yeah.
10 to 4.
Yes.
So last time I said 8 to 2. I'll get it next time.
Didn't mean to interrupt you, but 10, you said 10 to 2, it's 10 to 4, yeah.
10 to 4. Sorry about that. October Sky Festival, October 18th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. October 31st, again, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. OS Trick or Treat. That'll be the Norwood area will be shut down again. This is the same thing that we've done for years. So that'll be around the Duncan Drive area. Also, October 31st, Oliver Springs versus Coalfield at Oliver Springs. Game starting at 7 a.m. And then every Saturday in October will be the Oliver Springs. Yeah. Game starts at 7 p.m. Did I not say that?
You said AM.
Did I?
Yeah.
Be nice.
Sorry. Time's off. So every Saturday in October, Oliver Springs Haunted Trail, that will be from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. That will be at 530 Kingston Avenue, which is the soccer field. Fall pickup will begin November 3rd, running through November 26th. We'll also be running the leaf pickup during that time frame. Then December 6th, Christmas in Oz from 2 to 5 p.m. with this Christmas tree lighting to follow around 5:30. Christmas parade, again, we've changed that to December 20th with lineup to start at 5 p.m. Christmas parade starting at 6 p.m. Street department update, paving, again, Windrock Road's complete, Wright Street's complete, Airport Road is on the schedule. I did talk with a company today about coming in and striping those roads. Richards Drive speed table and Midway Drive speed table, JD Asphalt should be in here October 13th through the 24th to do any of our road patches and installing the 3 speed tables. Kind of what we talked about at the last meeting. We're going through our liability, property, workers' comp insurance updates right now. We did meet with another company about our workers' comp insurance, and they were thinking that they could save us anywhere from $40,000 to probably $44,000 on our workers' comp, basically cut it in half from what it is right now, with no deductible, same coverage. So we're also getting them the information to get us a quote on the property and the liability insurance as well. Currently, you're with Public Entity Partners, or your PEP. You've been with them for a few years. I mean, you've seen some pretty drastic increases over the past 2 to 3 years. I mean, you see that with any insurance, but I mean, if we can, have the opportunity to save, especially if you're going to save anywhere from 40 to 50% on workers' comp, I mean, I think we really need to look a little closer at that. Arrowhead Park, no update on the flooding issues. The last meeting we talked about, we met or spoke with a representative or project manager with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. There's been no update since then. There has been a lot happen at the other end of Arrowhead Park in regard to the flooding. One thing that the CSX Railroad has done, they have fixed where the creek channel was going underneath the railroad tracks. They have fixed that, and they've actually cleaned that creek out right there beside that. So that was kind of it's the bottleneck. One of the main reasons that led to a lot of the flooding here in Oliver Springs had that back up there. So that was one of the first things they've done, and this was just the past couple of days. They've been in there and cleaned the creek out, and then they're actually fixing their track now. So again, off of what the mayor said there, they are planning on using that track again, anywhere from 1 day a week to once per day, hauling coal from Kentucky to the Kingston Steel Plant. That's all I have at the moment.
Thanks, sir. Mr. Miller?
Nothing at this time, sir.
Thanks, sir. Mr. Bass?
I have nothing at this time.
Mr. Holland?
I'll talk fast.
Okay.
Hear anything in the bucket truck yet?
Yes. So they did call me Monday. They are going to replace a couple of hoses that have dry rotted. Minimal stuff. I went ahead and told them to go ahead and obviously make those repairs. Get us a couple of dry rotted hoses, a couple of strobe lights that were out. As far as the structure of the truck, I mean, that's the first thing the guy made a comment about, of the shape that truck was in. I mean, he said, you got a very solid truck here. So, I mean, we should have that back probably next week.
And the boom's good?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
That's just,
That's the only reason I asked.
Yeah, he said, I mean,
we'd have big problems with it.
Yeah, he said everything's real tight.
That's great. Notice they're still measuring poles throughout the town. They put a new fiber, I guess. They're measuring down to the foot.
So there has been, I think, 2 companies in here. I've met with one about running fiber optic all through Oliver Springs city limits and then offering an alternative to Comcast. I think over the past couple of weeks, there has been 2 different contractors in here either surveying poles or, kind of getting counts. So that'll be something that is coming.
I just want to get that out because people are shopping.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Ms. Devaney?
Nothing at this time.
Well, there's no old business. There's no new business, right? Unless I missed something. Please, fire.
I got one other thing too. Sorry. So I know property tax has went out the past probably 3 weeks.
Yes.
People should be receiving those.
Yes.
One thing, I've left handouts out here on the table. State of Tennessee still offers the property tax relief program.
Yeah.
So I've left handouts out here, elderly homeowners, disabled homeowners, disabled veteran homeowners, or widowers of disabled veteran homeowners. So again, I've left, it's nothing the town does, this all runs through the state of Tennessee. The contact numbers are on here with the information sheets on the back, just kind of giving you the eligibility requirements.
Chief, you got an update? Next one. Okay. And I will say this about property taxes. We've already had a couple instances where this has happened, where people literally, their tax bill doubled. That wasn't us. Okay, that was a misappraisal that you were sent by the county and the state. It was not the city. So if that has happened, please see us. Please see the county. We'll get you to the right people. And hopefully you have a certain period of time you can dispute that. So it was, again, it's not us. Yes, Mr.
Well, I called Anderson County on mine, and they said they have an appointment for me in May of 2026 is the earliest they can see. I said, so what about this year's taxes? She said, pay it. There is a dispute. I can dispute future taxes, but I can't do nothing about the taxes right now.
I'm not sure that Maurice Walker,
That was her office I talked to.
I heard you make that comment, isn't it?
His was doubled, and whenever he investigated, the land value should have been 30,000, and they actually topped in 300,000. And that's what made his, yeah. And so they corrected it for him. It's my understanding they corrected it.
There's a backspace and fix it.
Well, I guess they looked at mine and said they didn't see anything wrong except for the appraised value was way too high.
Roane County, the Board of Equalization meets the month of June, and you have to call and get an appointment for that.
Okay.
Now, we did meet in June, and I heard all the appeals that were brought to us.
Appeal, that was the word I was looking for, thank you. You can appeal, yes, so, all right. Well, with that being said, if you do think that because for in the town of Oliver Springs, we dropped our rate substantially. I mean, it was $1.33 and now it's 72 cents. So, I mean, we dropped it significantly to offset. But, you know, if you're having issues, please see us. We'll do our best to help. So, all that being said, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.